Have you ever become impatient as you waited on God to answer your prayers? Maybe you've struggled to trust God when his promises didn't seem to line up very well with the realities of your life. I'd like to welcome you to the Unshakable Hope podcast. I'm Kelly Hall, and this is where real life intersects redeeming love. Those questions I mentioned are just a few of the real life faith questions we'll wrestle through in the stories of those I'll interview and in my own story. The questions that hit at the core of my personal faith journey are these. How do I trust God's heart when his ways and delays are breaking mine? And how do I talk to him about my broken heart and find hope and healing? This podcast is all about stories of people who have experienced deep heartache, but also known the tender mercies of God's faithfulness. They've seen up close and personal the redemptive power of God to bring beauty out of their brokenness and hope out of the hard. That's our family story. Almost 37 years ago, I married an Air Force fighter pilot. Although Lee and I planned to wait 5 years to have kids, we had 4 in quick succession, the youngest being twin girls. Our unique story unfolds with the discovery that all 3 of our daughters have special needs, including a diagnosis of profound deafness, which would eventually result in them having cochlear implants. We raised our lively bunch in the constantly challenging world of military life. Our story evolves into an unexpected journey of chronic illnesses, confusing medical treatments, and ongoing caregiving for one of our daughters. Psalm 62:6 says, God is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. I love those powerful descriptions of God's character, but I have to chuckle when I read, I will not be shaken. I certainly want that to be true in my life, but there have been many times when I've been deeply shaken. That's why I love my podcast cover art, because in the title, Unshakable Hope, you'll notice the font of the word unshakable looks a bit, shaky. But then the word hope looks strong and solid. Yes, life shakes us, but God's never shaken. His promises never fail, and our hope in Jesus never disappoints. We can count on it. Our family's deepest comfort is that through faith in Jesus, we have a hope that holds us, even when life shakes us. And that's what this podcast is all about. I hope you'll join me on the journey. My prayer is that each of us will discover greater depths of the unshakable hope we have in Jesus, right here, right now, where our real life intersects his redeeming love. Thank you.